As we mentioned, today is the 10th anniversary of the miracle on the Hudson. We all watched it play out on live TV as 155 passengers escaped and survived. Joining me now is one of those survivors, Dave Sanderson. Dave, we were saying earlier, it's hard to believe it's been 10 years since this happened. How does it feel being back here in New York these years later? Well,
10 years later, it's a little surreal right now. It's cold like it was that day, but the day about gratitude. Every time I see somebody, I'm just grateful that we have this opportunity.
And I know that this was a pivotal moment for you. Can you kind of take us back to what you remember and what you thought and felt as that plane was coming down into the water that day?
Well, after the captain did a tremendous job and we got over the bridge, I can't really question whether we were going to be able to make it. But once we got down, it was a hard hit. But I knew I was alive, but water started coming in pretty quickly. So it was a team effort. I think everybody did an amazing job today, crew, passengers, and the first responders.
And I know that you weren't initially supposed to be on that flight. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I was scheduled to be on the 5 o'clock flight that night because I was working in Brooklyn, but we got done early, so I called a travel agent and she put me on flight 1549.
And that forever changed your life.
It changed, that moment changed my life.
And tell us how your life changed since then and where you are today and what you've been doing.
Well, I was in technology sales for many years, but you know, this sort of gave me the opportunity to understand what my purpose was. It gave me the opportunity to go out and speak, and I've got the opportunity to speak all over the world now, and I've written a couple books, and I'm very honored to do this. My goal now is to impact somebody's life every day.
And did you think, when you realized that something was wrong on that day, when you were on that flight, did you even think of the possibility of you guys landing on the water and landing safely at that?
Well, when we crossed over the George Washington Bridge, all I saw was water. I didn't think very much positive things could happen, but you know, fortunately for us, he hit it perfectly, and we're here today to talk about it.
And tell me a little bit about, later today, you're going to be meeting with some of the people who helped you and the other passengers who were on board that flight.
Today's a big day about gratitude, and it started out just me and a few of the first responders getting together in New Jersey, but all of a sudden we had a lot of people wanting to join in about 3 o'clock, and we're really excited to be able to be with those first responders who were there that day, who really turned this into a miracle. I'm really excited to be with them today.
And have you had the opportunity to meet with Captain Sully Sullenberger since?
We've had the opportunity to be together a couple of times, yes.
And I'm sure that's often has to be a really just overwhelming experience for you.
Yeah, he did a fabulous job. You know, I'm grateful for him and the crew for what they did that day.
Okay, thank you so much, Dave, for being here, and we wish you the best as you head back home to Charlotte.
Thank you very much.